The two devils of CWB, Shy Torn and Orf. Let me tell you about two of the most infamous figures in CWB, Shy Torn and Orf. They're not the strongest players in the Alliance, but their reputation? Oh, it's legendary. Other alliances call them the two devils of CWB. Why? Let's dive in. When it comes to raiding bases for resources, Shy Torn and Orf are relentless. But let me set the record straight. It's Shy Torn who's the mastermind behind most of their raids. Despite her name, Shy Torn is anything but shy. She's sharp, calculated, and unstoppable. Shy, she once said, I'm just sharp enough to tear them apart. Orf came to the Alliance later, a bit more cautious at first. But after spending time with Shy Torn, it didn't take long for her to be swept up in the excitement. With some serious training and countless raids, she powered up and became Shy Torn's perfect partner in crime. Together, they became a force of nature. When they started, they weren't the powerhouses they're known as today. Shy Torn and Orf began as lower CP players, just trying to make a name for themselves. Back then, they didn't have the firepower to take on major targets, but they made up for it with sheer determination. Just one more raid, Shy Torn would say, already scouting their next target. Orf, hesitant but eager to learn, would tag along, soaking in every bit of experience. Over time, their relentless drive caught the attention of other alliances. Soon, their names were whispered across the server. Who's raiding us? Is it Joker? No, it's those two, Shy Torn and Orf. They're like devils. Their reputation didn't go unnoticed in CWB either. One day, Joker, the Alliance's powerhouse, had enough. Do you two ever stop? He said in Alliance chat. You're out more often than our scouts. For a moment there was silence. Then Orf, now fully in sync with Shy Torn's energy, replied, We repent, Joker. Truly we do. Shy Torn added with mock seriousness, We'll behave for a few days. And they did, briefly. But of course, old habits die hard. Late one night, the chat lit up again. Orf, check this target. It's loaded. On it, Shy. Of course, not everyone in the Alliance is thrilled about their antics. Floki, a wise and thoughtful man from the Middle East, often steps in to lecture the pair. You know, Floki would say, his voice calm but firm, just because you can take resources doesn't mean you should. Think about the alliances we're trying to maintain peace with. Sometimes he's joined by Yingzi, one of the R4s who handles diplomacy and politics. Yingzi is a no-nonsense strategist, and he's not afraid to give Shy Torn and Orf an earful. Together, Floki and Yingzi are like the Alliance's conscience, trying to keep the two devils in check. And you know what? It works. Temporarily. You're right, Floki, Orf would say. We'll tone it down. Shy Torn would nod, adding, For now. But as always, their mischievous streak comes back, leaving Floki sighing and Yingzi shaking her head in exasperation. For all their raiding and chaos, Shy Torn and Orf are two of the most caring and supportive members of CWB. They're always the first to help with scouting, reinforcements, or even the boring tasks like organizing defenses. And they're not alone. CWB is filled with colorful characters. Azazel, the prankster, who loves sharing fake resource locations just to mess with everyone. Think you're heading for a treasure trove? Nope. It's Blue Resources, Mysterio, with his little ghost avatar, whose quiet humor keeps the team smiling. Hula Mooli, the Swiss defender, fiercely loyal and protective of Alliance members. Thanks to his translator device, he's able to connect with everyone despite only speaking German. Shy Torn and Orf work seamlessly with this diverse crew, adding to the vibrant and strong CWB family. To this day, Shy Torn and Orf remain a force to be reckoned with. Their raids keep enemies on edge, their willingness to help inspires their allies, and their camaraderie with figures like Floki, Yingzi, and the rest of CWB strengthens the alliance. Enemies may whisper about the two devils with fear, but within their own alliance, Shy, Torn, and Orf are known for their big hearts, endless energy, and unshakable loyalty. Because for them, it's not just about the game, it's about the family they've built in CWB, and that's what makes them unique.